The girl's family sword was shattered in a single strike by the bully. His blade was indestructible. In the end, her sword was chopped down to only a hilt. She was even humiliated as her clothes were torn, suffering unbearable shame. From then on, the girl began training in swordsmanship, but after months of effort she still could not grasp the essence of the style. Unexpectedly, the errand boy took just one glance and saw the flaws in her technique. He casually pointed them out, and to her surprise, she mastered the style instantly. It turned out the errand boy was the Sword King himself. In his duel with a Japanese master, he dissolved the deadly strike with a single move. His second strike was unfathomable, blasting the bully away, leaving him unable to fight again. But when he became champion, his ailing brother begged him to leave the sword world, because swordsmanship drained too much spirit and will. His brother had already burned out his life this way. At last he promised his brother to quit the martial world and live as an ordinary man. But for one who lived for the sword, abandoning it left him like a walking corpse. He drank himself unconscious in the streets, until the girl kindly saved him, and took him in as an errand boy at her dojo. Just a few words of his guidance let her fully master swordsmanship. The girl began to realize he knew far more than he admitted, but he denied it, saying he only knew a bit of theory. Suddenly the dojo doors were smashed open. The bully had brought men to challenge them, declaring he would shut their fencing dojo down today. He even wagered his 7 dojos as the bet. If the girl lost, she must hand over her 7 dojos. The boy instantly realized, if the girl lost it meant certain death. This enraged everyone in the dojo. They wanted to fight the bully to the end. The girl could not refuse. She had no choice but to accept. The bully said she could pick anyone to fight. As long as they could defeat his side, she would win. The two sides signed the wager. The bully then sent a masked man to fight first. At once one of the disciples stepped up, but after only a few moves, his sword was sent flying. The masked man then began to mock them all, infuriating the disciples. When some protested, he taunted them further, saying 3 of them could come at once. Seeing his overwhelming strength, 3 had no choice but to go together, but he severed their tendons, so they could never hold swords again, and openly provoked everyone in the dojo. The senior disciple was enraged. He charged up to fight, but was quickly defeated as well. The masked man grew even more arrogant. As the girl prepared to step forward, the boy could not help but advise her to grip her sword tight and focus on defense. The girl did not believe him, thinking he only knew theory and did not understand the danger of real combat. Some disciples even mocked him, calling him just a drunken errand boy. How dare he advise her? But the boy insisted she listen. Others lost patience and demanded he fight himself. He ignored them, for if not for the debt he owed the girl, he would not have spoken at all. He knew well she was no match for the masked man, and the only chance to win was to abandon reckless fighting and survive with patience. Soon it was her turn. As he predicted, she was quickly overwhelmed by the masked man, nearly defeated. At that moment she recalled his words and decided to trust him once. She shifted into the method he taught. The battle turned back and forth. Then she leapt high and poured all her strength into the final strike. In the next instant, the masked man and his sword were both blasted out of the arena. The crowd was utterly stunned.